All right, so Brennan, you wrote down a subject. You said that you were talking about mom and dad raising us different. What do you want to touch on there?
I mean, Ryan and I had this conversation earlier, and I just kind of brought it up, and he wrote it down. I was trying to think. It was weird because you are
27.
7 years, 6 years.
6 years older than. Well, gonna turn 28.
Yes.
So 7 years older than me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you when.
You are 4 years older than Ian and
That's
I.
right.
And I feel like just in that time frame, both of y'all's like generations were completely different to ours.
No, you're right.
And also how I think mom and dad, raised us.
Yeah.
I guess,
No, you're right.
You know what I mean?
We knew it different. I mean, even Hayden to me, even me to you, and
Yeah.
Ian. Like we all met a different version of mom and dad.
Because I met
throughout the raising.
I met a version of mom that said, "Hey, Dad, I love you," and then you were born, and then it's like I'm gay now. It's like, dude, there's so much. I'm not knocking any of it,
but that happened.
Completely different.
That whole thing, and dude, like that's totally like mom and dad's like. I have no business going into it.
Yep.
But it's wild.
Yeah.
It is
how
nuts.
that turned out. That's crazy, dude, isn't it?
If you had asked me, hey, what do you think is going to happen in the next few years? I would not have guessed it. I just wouldn't. I mean, that's just true. But, yeah, dude, I mean, and what I told you was this. I said, I think maybe you and Ian had more of a healthier version of mom and dad because it was a little past the divorce and it was a little more settled.
Yeah.
Like the waters are
yeah,
calm.
dude. Look, dude. Both of them. I'd say this to their faces. Both of them were better parents after the divorce.
Totally,
They, like,
100%.
dude. Dad. First off, Dad was like a fucking nut job. Just an angry fucking ball of like hateful. Like he was crazy. And then after the divorce, he like loving, but he was literally like clinically insane. And then after the divorce, he kind of chilled out and he was like, all right, this is how you be a man.
I think that's probably when Dad found himself.
Exactly, and same thing with Mom. Like,
Yes.
they became better parents after they were like, this isn't.
Yeah.
We're not. and then split.
Dude,
it was better. Like afterwards.
Those fucking years where like they were still like, married, trying to like work it out, like, and then like
Work what out?
I don't know,
dude?
but then like getting the divorce,
yeah.
Like those fucking years sucked.
That was the fucking worst.
I didn't even know who I was looking at.
Dude, do you remember hearing them fighting in like in the living room?
Yes.
And we would sit there with our ear to the
Yes.
door, and they'd be like, "Well, and another thing,"
Yeah.
and
well, what about this?
What about this thing? And we'd hear like one of them walk upstairs and be like, "Fucking bed,
Yeah.
go to bed, go
Yeah.
to bed, go to
Yeah.
bed."
And then we were sitting in the room just making jokes about it.
Yeah, just cutting up, dude.
Making jokes about it.
They were way better parents, like in different buildings than they were together, for sure.
And I stand by that. Like who Dad is now,
Yeah.
and who Mom is now.
Yeah.
It was better when they were when the water settled and
Yeah.
they were out.
The turbulence is what fucked it.
That was a rough time.
Yeah. It was the rocking of the wave. It was like the middle of it that like fucked me up. I was like, this kind of stinks.
Because Ian and I were in like 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah.
I personally don't like remember those nights. We were probably already like passed out or something like that anyways. So I guess we didn't really experience those kinds of nights.
Yeah.
I think both of us can agree on we start memories like after the fact,
divorce, yeah.
Yeah,
going from house to house and stuff
That's
like
that's
that.
why you're not a comedian today.
That's probably why I don't make jokes.
No, look, dude, it was a hard time, dude.
It was rough. It was weird, dude. It was weird. Did you remember your?
I don't want to point too many specifics, but yes, I remember it all.
You remember loading the depression boxes into the back of the Jeep?
Every week, our parents did divorce week to week. That's how our divorce went.
Yeah.
They did week at mom's, week at dad's. So every week we'd fucking throw all our shit into a box.
I learned the road lifestyle real quick.
Yeah,
Living out of a suitcase.
That's
dude.
right. I can do the road. The road is no problem.
Yeah, the road's no problem, dude. It's a Jeep that's the problem.
Shit, dude. Fuck. Dude, that was rough. I remember, like... I just remember it all, dude.
Yeah.
And, okay, here's what I will say about the divorce. And maybe this just goes for me. But it's something that really clicked was... when you're... I can only imagine when you're raising a kid, or kids... The kid's development is going up at a steady thing, right?
Or down.
No, come on. Elementary school, middle school,
Sure.
high school. So
As long as he survives the shooting.
I'm
done.
I was in 7th grade, I think.
Yeah.
I was in 7th grade, and I was like, developing, whatever. 7th grade, they start to get divorced, and shit at home just goes nuts.
Yeah, dude.
And I legit I don't think I developed. I wasn't doing all the shit that other kids were doing because I was so worried about like, oh my god, my home life is fucking crumbling.
Yeah.
What the fuck do I do? So I sort of developed like I don't know. I found my friends.
Yeah.
Because all our parents were divorced, so
Dude, all of my friends, all of like my true high school friends, all their parents were divorced except for one of them.
yeah,
Same
so
here. All but one were
Yeah,
divorced.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if your life is on like a course or whatever, but I swear to God, like I went a little off course.
Get a little off the rails.
Yeah, to like cope, but then like through like will and fucking I don't know whatever, and, exactly 3 years ago, I fucking was like, oh, I'm gonna get my shit together.
Yeah.
So I think I like developed late. Like I think I'm like a late bloomer.
Well, you had a little hiccup there.
I had a pretty big 4 or 5 year hiccup.
Yeah, in between getting robbed at a Rick Ross concert and,
Yeah.
and moving out to Los Angeles, you did a lot of growing.
Yeah, because I don't know, dude, but I think like that sort of shit like sort of stops you from slows you down, and then, like the other kids were still going because they're like
Nah, dude, I disagree.
their homes were fine or whatever, and then like I was just a little slower, worried about more shit, and then but here's the positive.
Okay.
Is now I'm fucking I just turned 25.
Yeah.
And I have like a personality, like
Yeah.
a real personality.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing my shit, and I think that's when everyone else starts to slow down with the kids and the wife and I'll just work for this company and then.
Yeah, I disagree. I think it's
Well, I'm just talking about me, so.
okay. I just think it's just something that happens, and then you just have to like adjust and like plan accordingly.
Is that for you?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying like the whole idea of like oh hey, I was gonna like be this, and then it
No,
went
not
down.
that I wasn't. Not that I was gonna be someone.
Yeah.
It was just we were all driving down this road,
Yeah.
and then this road started going fucking crazy,
Yeah, potholes, dude.
crazy,
Fucking potholes, deer.
yeah,
Yeah.
deer,
Oh, not
fucking
the deer.
deer. Breakdown,
Deer.
gotta replace
Yeah.
the
The
transmission.
alternator's shot. We gotta
And other people they're still driving down this road.
yeah.
So, but then they start to break down. And my car is fixed now. I fixed my fucking car. So now I'm going and that's how I envisioned it in my head.
What about you, B-Dog? What's your take on our parents splitting apart permanently?
How did that stink?
Again. Hey, yo.
You can't throw a question on someone like that.
Again, it was very weird because you said you were 7th grade?
I think 7.
So we were
I blacked out a lot.
So that means we were definitely like 3rd, 4th grade.
Yeah.
Maybe probably 4th grade.
Yeah.
It was weird because Ian and I didn't really comprehend what was going on. I remember we would what was it? Like a couple days like at school, we would go to the counselor's office.
Yeah.
Like with other parents or other kids
Yeah.
whose parents were like getting divorced and stuff like that to help us like understand what was really going on.
Look, your parents don't love each other anymore. And the kids
And
just
it's
like
your fault.
And it's
all
your
ours,
fault.
man.
It's
Okay.
because of you.
We weren't good enough kids.
If you had behaved yourself.
You bitched about bringing the groceries in, and now they're divorced.
Now they're divorced, dude. That's you. You left the AC on one too many times.
That's right. You didn't clean your room, and now your parents hate you. That's not even true. No. What's y'all's favorite parents' divorce memory?
Yeah, email the podcast. What's your favorite memory about your parents yelling at each other at fucking 1 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite memory about, just staying up, can't go to sleep at night, but you have middle school tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, fuck, I wish I could sleep, but my life is falling to pieces.
Yeah.
Moment.
What's your favorite story about like trying to figure out the Pythagorean theorem, but then also like just screaming in the background? What's your favorite story about that? Please email the podcast, bombingpodcast@gmail.com. I'd love to hear your answers.
It's so weird. My teachers in like middle school and like even in high school, they were like, Ryan, your grades are slipping. Your grades
My life is slipping, lady. Do you understand?
Ryan,
do you understand?
Ryan, you don't seem to be really paying attention in class, and your grades are slipping. What's going on? What's going on? I have no structure. My house is built with no foundation. It's just fucking walls. What's going on? Hey, Ryan, you have a hard time paying attention in class. Tell me about that. My life is being destroyed. That's what's going on.
So you're going to turn in those papers, right?
Those papers? We can't afford a printer ink. Okay? All right, whatever. I'm just joking around.
All right.